All right, folks, we are here. We are ready to rock. We are ready to roll. It's a crazy, wild, wacky day, and we are live here on the Breaux Show. Are you ready to get started? Are you ready to get started? Because clearly my system has decided it's not ready to get started. And here we go. Spin Master Snakes, let's get it going.
We are live!
Oh, for booting up cold!
Groovy.
No, Husband Eater has a headache in his whole body.
How am I gonna fix that?
Give me some sugar, baby.
I don't think so.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yes.
Oh, great! We're all gonna die! Perkalabba ding dong!
Good evening. Are you ready? It's time for the hive of the night, the Breaux Show. And now, here's everybody's favorite two-stepping host, Michael Breaux.
Well, hey there, hi there, ho there, and welcome everybody to the Breaux Show radio show, aka the radio show hashtag Broadcast. That's right. Welcome to this evening of November 9th, 2014. For episode 49 of the Breaux Show. We've had a wild, crazy, wacky couple of weeks here with work and everything, so we were off for a couple of weeks, but we're back. Nothing, no long 6-month break or anything. I promise you that, guys, because we got some really big news tonight. Really big news that we're going to be announcing a little bit later in the show. But first, of course, as always, let us introduce all of our new members here, our old members. First, we have intern deer number 4. We also have all the other intern deers here. We also have Judge Deer. Alf is on vacation this week, but he may phone in later. We had to send him off because, well, quite frankly, there's a couple of stray cats outside that we're trying to take care of, make sure they're good, and I just don't want them to get eaten. I mean, Alf's all warm and fuzzy, and they'll cuddle up to him thinking he's nice and everything, and then they're going to be cat kebabs. We can't have that. And we have a new member of the show that we'll be introducing tonight. So there's also the Lego Bros, and we got Mini Mike and Little Trick and everybody too, but we got a new member of the show we'll be introducing a little bit later. So you may have heard me mention him very quickly earlier at the top of the show. First up, let's go through our sponsors here. We have RetroCon 2015, the convention for the retro fan in you. Make sure to check out retrocons.com for more information. They've still got tables being booked up for next year already for their single-day event. They're selling out like crazy. September 12th, 2015. Make sure to get your tables now if you want to block that in. And I'm sure soon they'll be selling some online ticketing systems for people who want to buy their tickets early. My guess is beginning of the early next year sometime. And also, while I was out on vacation and slightly crazy work and whatnot, we also saw, and if you haven't noticed, I'm going to kind of go off on a tangent real quick. Make sure to check out the Breaux Show page on YouTube and on Facebook, where I posted a link to some clips from a show called Comic Book Men, where you might have seen Tony, the runner of RetroCon 2015, and his wife, Rose. Tony was, of course, in the background, and Rose was in her full Baroness garb selling an action figure for charities on Comic Book Men. I have the clips all up on the Breaux Show page of YouTube, also posted to Facebook, and there might have been some host of the Breaux Show in the background, too. You know, the real star of the clips. Okay, not really. It really was Rose. I may have already mentioned this, but I want to mention it again because it was just such a cool event. All right, moving on. We also have Kokomo Toys, where you can find all your retro toys needs and wants. Check out kokomotoys.com for more information. Also, you know, I haven't done it in a while. I got to do it. Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on. Whoa, wait a second. Yeah, I think he did. I'm already watching Twitter. You can also join in the conversation on Twitter at The Breaux Show. That's at The Breaux, BREAUX as an X-ray show, or right on Facebook.com as well, Facebook.com/The Breaux Show. You can find me there as well, and we can join in the conversation. I'll interact with you. I'll even maybe answer some questions or whatnot. And as Joe Battlelines, at Joe Battlelines on Twitter, asked, did the intern deer number 4 start singing the intro to the Jeopardy theme? Why, yes, Fred. Yes, he did. Hold on. Intern deer number 4. Can you do that again one more time? Whoo, it's craziness in the show. Yes, it is. Okay. What kind of show can you listen to on the internet or on radio today where you have not only your crazy, wacky host, you have Alf, you also have Lego people, and you have also deer in the studio? Come on. And we also have Deer Park Water, the unofficial official drink of the Breaux Show. Deer Park, where you can drink real deer. Good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take a swig from our sponsor right now. That's some good stuff. Now, moving on. Yes, we are on episode 49. That means we are one episode away. After I get done with this, we have 50 shows that we'll be doing, because we will be doing a show next week. 50 shows. We're right on the cusp of 50. That's insane. I never thought I'd actually have 50 shows produced. Who thought? And the deer came about halfway in. I don't understand. And sometimes the studio does smell kind of funky. That's all I'm going to say. Now, we are introducing a new character. We're adding a new character. We're adding a DJ. Yes, we have a DJ here in the studio now. And he's going to take the duties of making sure that the intro opens right on time, 9 times out of 10 if he's not sword cutting down some ninjas. And we're also going to have him play music throughout the show. So, without further ado, right from the old days of the toyroom-redo.com, a site that I still have up and running but don't update anymore, but it's still there with all its archives. You can check it out. It's been running since 1999 and updated by yours truly. That's right, the toyroom-redo.com, the old toy site that's no longer updated. Yes, and from there we have, that's right, Spin Master Snakes is on the discs, boys! Yes, rattle your chains, clash your swords, give it up for Spin Master Snakes. Snakes, spin that wheel! Yes, oh, I wish you guys could hear this live in the studio. That man is amazing. Not only can he cut down all the ninjas, all the red ninjas as he needs, he can spin some discs like you wouldn't believe. I can't wait. We're going to let him play a little bit later in the show. Spin Master Snakes, take a bow. Yep, that's right. Spin Master Snakes has now joined the show, folks. Okay, along with the deer who go, nah, we have Spin Master Snakes, great spokesman of his time. Now, let's talk about this week's show. We got a lot going on, but first up, I know you guys are wondering, as I haven't announced anything yet, what's our toy giveaway? Well, you're looking at it. I am showing you, if you're looking at the screen right now, I'm giving you as much information as Snake Eyes is telling you right now about the toy we're giving away this week. That's right, it's nada, nothing, zip. We're not giving away a toy this week. Nope, not going to happen. Why is that? Why am I not giving away a toy this week? Well, that's because I'm making the announcement that today, starting tonight, and going through November 29th of 2014, that's a Saturday, we are now starting our official hashtag JustBroIt campaign for Toys for Tots this year. That's right. This is a time of year where you guys can help me out and help not just me out, but help all the kids out there, at least local in this area, that may not have a toy for Christmas. And you guys know from last year, this is something near and dear to my heart. This year, I have the same thing set up. You can go right to thebroShow.com, and right at the top of the page right now, you can go on the link and it actually has the hashtag JustBroIt campaign for 2014 right there. And on that link, you can go and click on the PayPal donation button and make whatever donation you like. Whatever you donate, I will match up to $100, if not more, if I can. And all the way through November 29th, I will take donations. Once those donations are tallied up and I have all of them in place, I'll even make sure I match any PayPal fees that come from it. So whatever you donate, 100% of it, plus whatever I can throw in, is going to go to November 30th shopping spree at a local Toys R Us that I will post picture of, post video updates of, and as soon as I do it, and that's on a Sunday, so it'll be talked about live on that show as well, we're going to show that we are donating in the name of the Breaux Show all sorts of great toys just for Toys for Tots. That's it. We're going to go to Toys R Us, drop them in the bin. People drop off maybe one or two. How cool would it be to have us go in there, have the Breaux Show show up, and go and buy as many toys as we can and drop it in that bin and help out as many kids as possible? Because I am a firm believer that no child during the holiday season, whether they're Jewish, whether they're celebrating Kwanzaa, whether they're celebrating Christmas, I don't care what holiday you're celebrating, you're a kid. You should get a toy for Christmas. There are a lot of kids out there who don't get anything the rest of the year. Nothing. I mean, they get barely enough food to survive. They have great parents who are trying to do everything they can, but they're just scraping by with the bills. Toys for Tots is an amazing organization that makes sure that as many children, if not every child, has something to look forward to on Christmas morning or Kwanzaa morning or during the 8 days of Jewish holidays, that they have something to open. And that's important to me. And I think that's important to a lot of the listeners of this show. So that being said, please help me out. Now, I'm not saying give me all your money and I'll go shopping just in this area. Honestly, if you don't donate money to me, but you make a donation at your local Toys R Us or local Toys for Tots donation center in the name of the Breaux Show and say #JustBro it and share that you did it with me, I'm perfectly happy too. That's, you know what, if we can spread it out across the country, I'm even happier with that. But if I help out people here locally with what you donate today or between now and November 29th, great. I'm happy either way. I know kids will be happy either way. I'm just putting it out there that please do something to help out. And I'm giving you maybe a little of a different avenue, something that, maybe we all have some crazy times and whatnot, and we can't do all of this. So it's very, very important to me. So there will be a link. I'll be sharing this as much as I can throughout the next few weeks. And anybody who sees the link and wants to help out, share the link even. And again, I don't have to get a donation from you. I'm not saying give me all your money. I'm just saying if you want me to do it in your name, I'll be glad to. Or if you want to do it in your name for yourself in your local area, absolutely do it. So yes, definitely. That's right. Donate today. Yes. It's a beautiful thing. So let's do it. And again, I'm going to talk about this throughout the show, but you see, if you're looking at the screen, a picture of myself as a child. Every child deserves to have that smile on Christmas morning. Every child. And I didn't have a lot as a kid sometimes. So yeah, every child. All right. Heavy stuff aside. Toys are fun. We want kids for toys. We got to donate for Toys for Tots, whether it's through myself for you guys or elsewhere, we do it. So let's go for it, folks. #JustBro it. Let's get some toys in some hands for kids today. Woohoo! Now, moving on. Let's have a little bit more fun. Let's talk about Doctor Who, the Series 8, kind of as a whole, and some of the stuff going on. Now, before I go forward, this segment contains spoilers. So if you're watching the show right now and you see this big spaceman drawn by Chris Sheets, awesome artist, Chris Sheets drew this, and it says spoilers. I could be talking about anything and everything happening during the Doctor Who Series 8, the whole run, actually. I'm just going to talk for a few minutes about it while drinking Deer Park, because I got to drink something. And I don't drink anything else that's hard, so the water's good for me. And I need it to talk about this series. And I'm going to talk about the finale itself. So if you're watching, if you're listening right now, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. When I go to the next screen, and I'll give you a heads up, the next screen, I'm going to be talking about Toys for Tots again. So that when you see that screen back up, you know I'm done and you can start listening. So I'm giving you a countdown of 10 to be able to get off and not listen, get off listening to, stop listening while I'm doing it. I need to be careful what I say because this is a family-friendly show. Okay, so countdown of 10, 9, 8, 7. Stop listening if you don't want to hear any spoilers. 6, 5, 4. Spoilers coming up. 3, 2, 1. Spoilers alert. We're done. We're going through now. Okay, so Doctor Who. I didn't write a formal review of the whole series or this episode. I'm just going to kind of free flow these thoughts about the show, okay? one thing I gotta say, throughout this entire run of Series 8 now, with the new Doctor, Dr. Capaldi, Dr. C, as I want to call him, I almost want to call him Mr. C from Happy Days, because he's got that gruffness to him. He's that doctor that will kind of weed out the true fans from the fanboy, fangirl fans. The ones who are, ooh, gaga, ooh, I really like Matt Smith, ooh, I really like David Tennant, ooh, I really like David Tennant. I'm not going to lie. I really love David Tennant. I like a lot of what Matt Smith did, and I really loved Eccleston as the Doctor in the newest incarnations of the series. I even liked the War Doctor once we found out what he was all about in the 50th anniversary movie special. But something about Capaldi I love is that he's not as nice. He's a little bit gruffer, a little bit meaner. He's got a real edge to him, and you don't know some things. In the very first episode, you don't know if he killed one of the main bad guys in that show, in that particular episode. You just don't know. So, yeah. And you also were introduced to a character called Missy in that first episode. And throughout the rest of the series, Series 8, you saw her show up when other characters died for some reason, and she'd be introducing them to something called the Promised Land. Well, in the two-parter season finale of this show, yes, Kevin, at Darth Devious on Twitter said that the spoiler alert here really is that the TARDIS was in the episode. Yes, it was. I gotta say that throughout this entire series too, I actually really grew to like Clara even more. You saw her grow as a person and not just the impossible girl. She got a boyfriend. She got to fall in love. She got to kind of revisit this relationship she had with the Doctor, and he became truly her best friend, as opposed to, I think I like him, I think I don't. But we also learned who Missy was in the last two-part season finale. Right at the end of the first part of this season finale, we heard her say, well, Missy's short for mistress, and she acted bat crap crazy. I mean, this actress playing the Master played it to a T. I enjoyed her complete crazy wackadoo moments. I mean, this woman was insane. This is the Master I wish that we would have seen playing with Tennant. Yeah, he was okay as a guy with David Tennant, and we never saw him with Matt Smith, but I don't know, something about Missy just felt right for the Master. Bat crap crazy is the best way to describe her. I kind of really liked before she would kill someone, she would say something nice. She just wanted to hear something nice from that person before she killed them. That's just wrong, mean, and sadistic. I mean, that and the fact that she was working with the Cybermen. So we're not talking alternate dimension Cybermen anymore. We have Cybermen now firmly replaced back into the current Doctor Who universe and the current continuity right then and there, not some wackadoo separate universe that they can come in with Rose saying, I'm here. No, it is, they're firmly entrenched. And the way they brought them back is probably one of the creepiest things I've ever seen in Doctor Who. Not only was Missy, aka the Master, downloading and saving people's minds just at the brink of death, including Clara's boyfriend, Mr. Pink, Danny Pink himself, she was saving them to upgrade the mind itself and drop it down into the dead bodies that were becoming Cybermen themselves. What? And then a rainstorm is formed across all of the world from Cybermen that took off from the place where she was holding up in London, and the rain carried the components to make Cybermen out of all the dead bodies on Earth. Holy crap! Okay, that's just bonkers. But the reason she did it, just to give her former best friend, the Doctor, an army. I'm sorry, what? Again, bat crap crazy. And I really love that. In the end, the Doctor sort of wins. He gets everything to stop. You see that Danny Pink actually knows who he is still, and as a Cyberman, and he's the one who ends up giving the order to all the Cybermen to blow up the clouds and not make any more dead people become... It gets convoluted a little bit, but it was very cool. And Danny Pink, as a Cyberman, before he blows himself up, kills the Master? No, my bet is we're going to see the Master again, and it's going to be Missy, because everybody seems to really like Missy, even if the ending of this episode and the series was a little messy. Let's say that. Now, I do enjoy the fact that after everything had taken place, after Danny Pink's dead, and weird light in some way, he's able to bring back a boy that he killed as a soldier. We see Clara and the doctor meet up one more time. And during the time that the doctor was talking to Missy, she said before she got, quote, killed, yeah, big quotation marks, killed, she said that she knew that where Gallifrey was, gave the doctor coordinates. You see in a flashback when the doctor meets up with Clara at a coffee shop that he's gone there and Gallifrey is not there. He had hoped against hope and he wanted Gallifrey to be there. Boom, 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 boom. He's upset. He's beating up the TARDIS and he is mad. But he's telling Clara right to her face, I found it. I can't wait. I can't wait to be there again and help out and do what I do best and not run away this time. He's lying to her face. The doctor, knowing that he gave Danny a way to come back to be with Clara again, assumed that Danny was back with Clara when she's saying that she doesn't want to run off with the doctor anymore. Of course, Clara is lying too, right to her best friend, and the fact that Danny didn't come back. He used his one chance to come back from the dead to send back the boy he killed as a soldier, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, it was very sappy to do that, but I don't know. It's just me. I like that. That's my thing. But I don't like that the doctor and Clara are lying to each other, bold-faced lying to each other. I wish they could just be honest in this last moment that they may have together. Now, everything ends. They move on. They talk. They have coffee. They sort of hug, and the doctor flies off. And it's, kind of a grim ending, really. I mean, it ends. The series has ended, and we've moved on. The credits are rolling, and all of a sudden you hear... You hear knocking. And you know what? Hold on. Let me go back. Yes, Kevin just corrected me on that. That's right. Kevin just corrected me on that. It wasn't Danny Pink that killed Missy, quote unquote, killed Missy. With all the human bodies that had died coming back to life, you saw a character come back who had killed, quote, the master. If you think back to Doctor Who, there is one character everybody would have wanted to see come back, and that's the Brigadier General. That's right. The Brigadier was there, and he was a Cyberman. His body had been converted into a Cyberman. Again, contrived? Probably. Cheesy? Sure. But let's face it, old Doctor Who was cheesy to begin with, even though it had great stories. And I'll take a little bit of cheese if it gives us just a little bit of the Brigadier in it. Just a little bit. I don't care how we got him, and he flies off and does his thing. So, again, thanks for the the update on that, Kevin, a.k.a. Darth Devious. And Fred is saying he wasn't happy with the fact that it was the Master. He wanted to be the Ronnie. A lot of people wanted to be the Ronnie too, and I totally get that. Doesn't mean we may not see the Ronnie at some point, especially if the female Master lived. Maybe we get the Ronnie back too. Who knows? Anything is possible. That's what I like about the Capaldi era. We really don't know what's coming down the pipe because Capaldi is bat crap crazy too. And that's what I love about it. So, again, a bit of a messy ending. I do enjoy it, but let's go back. Let's start right back at the very ending. The credits are rolling, and all of a sudden you see the Doctor sitting in his TARDIS, and you hear, and who walks through the door? Well, here's your intro to the Christmas special. Santa Claus walks right through the door and says, you can't have an ending like that, essentially. And in the credits, you see that Nick Frost is playing Santa Claus. Now, anybody who knows who Nick Frost is, the actor, he's the guy who plays the best buddy to Shaun of the Dead, to Scotty from Star Trek. That's right. Nick Frost is one of those actors that we've always wanted to see on Doctor Who, and he's going to play Santa Claus. Regardless of how the episode is or anything like that, that's just brilliant casting. A guy named Nick Frost is playing Santa Claus? Yeah. So... yeah, okay, Fred. Yes, I agree. As the TARDIS turns, and maybe we need to find somebody who's done an intro that looks like Days of Our Lives, but call it As the TARDIS Turns. Maybe I just need to make it myself. But I like the fact that we saw the Brigadier at least in some form or fashion. I don't like I said, cheesy, yes, but I'm glad we saw him at least one last time in the current continuity and not, sadly, the actor who had passed away. So that's just me. Do I want to see the Christmas special? Yes. Are we going to most likely see Clara leave? Yes. Are we going to see a new companion? God, I hope so. Because we need someone who can put Capaldi in his place and not just be the doe-eyed girl kind of doing everything and finally kind of standing up for herself in this one. So that's my thoughts on it. Again, very freeform, nothing formally written or anything. And we're going to get out of Doctor Who now, so we're going to go back to the regular show. Spoiler alert is going away in 3, 2, 1. All right. So, as I said earlier in the show, for those who were watching, you could see I had the Doctor Who up. It's gone now. No more spoilers. No more Doctor Who talk. We're done. I'm over with. It's over with. And if you're watching this on YouTube later after the show is live, you can simply fast forward by looking at the screen until you see Toys for Tots. And you know I'm talking about it again. So how can you help? Again, go right to our link on Facebook, which is, I'm sorry, on thebroshow.com, which I will share on Facebook at the end of this show. And there's also any information for this YouTube video too. You can actually see the link for the donate button there to go ahead and donate to us here at the Breaux Show, and we will take your money, match it up to $100 or more, and any PayPal fee. So 100% of what you donate will go to us shopping in your name for the hashtag JustBroIt Toys for Tots campaign 2014 this year to buy toys for kids at a local Toys R Us and drop them off in the bin. During the day that I'm shopping, I'm going to be tweeting. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to show everybody what I'm doing, and then I'm going to put a big old pile of toys right in there just because why not? And yes, I'm insane because I am going the weekend of Black Friday to shop. Why? Why not? I want people to see that good can be done in the world. We can get toys for other kids, and there's going to be a lot of sales going on, so I'm sure I can get not just a few toys, but lots of great toys. So that's the whole plan. That is the plan. So that's what we're going to do. I may even try to do a fundraiser. I'm getting some offers for help now, so anything is possible. So let's take a quick peek over here on Twitter and Facebook, see what we got going on here. Yep, we got a lot going on. People are talking, and yes, that donation page is going to be there now. Matter of fact, I'm going to be crazy. While we're up here, let's see if I can pull this off. I'm going to go over to the PC, and let's see. I'm going to pull up thebroshow.com, and then I'm going to take the link and cut and paste it, copy it. I'm going to go to our Breaux Show page, and I'm going to make a post. And here we go. So if you're watching live, you're going to actually see me post this right here, right now. Let's see. I got to give it a name here. The Breaux Show. Yep, that's right. We're doing this live, folks. Why not? Just Breaux it. Okay, I should be able to spell my last name, right? Just Breaux it. And it's the holiday campaign. If I can spell campaign. Oh, I got to stay on this page. I almost went away. Campaign 2014 Toys for Tots donation page. And we're going to post this right now. So those who haven't made it to the Just Breaux It page, there it is. You can actually, or to the thebroshow.com. I've got the page directly linked right on Facebook, which should post to Twitter too. Feel free to share. Do this. Yep. Share, donate, put the word out to people just to even go on their local Toys R Us and make purchases. I'm perfectly fine with that too. I don't mind how we get the out there. I just want people to donate and help out. So, all right. We got a lot to cover still, so let's bust through the rest of the show here. Now, today, the Breaux Show took a visit unfortunately without at Perka47 because she had to work her real job. So it was myself solo. But we went to the New Jersey Collectors Convention for November 9th, today, 2014, out in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and saw a few friends and had a little fun. I even took along the Lego Breaux Show with me, and that is the exclusive edition of Plaid Shirt Mike, available only for myself right now until I maybe can find more to sell on the show. Matter of fact, now that I can do the PayPal links and whatnot, would anybody be interested in me maybe putting up a few Lego Breaux Show sets, maybe some special themed ones or something like that, on the BreauxShow.com and selling them? Post your thoughts to at the Breaux Show on Twitter or on Facebook.com/the Breaux Show and let me know. I might be willing to put together more sets for sale. Just let me know. They'd be 10, maybe $12 in shipping. So it could happen. But these guys visited, I visited, and let's see what happened at the New Jersey Collectors Convention. First up, lots of tables as usual there. Great place to do a little bit of holiday shopping just prior to Christmas if you're looking for all sorts of fun stuff. No, hold on. At Perka47 is saying she wants to bring me water while I'm talking about New Jersey Collectors Convention. No. And the reason I'm telling at Perka47 that, just so you guys are aware, there may or may not be some possible potential Christmas gifts already bought here in the collection/studio room. And if she walks in, she might see them. So she is not allowed to come in this room. Make sure everybody tweet at Perka47 to stay out of the room. She doesn't want to spoil her Christmas. Everybody tweet at Perka47, stay out of the room. Because I know she's listening right now too. But anyway, here we have Tinkerbell Toys actually on screen. If you're looking at the screen right now, and she had a great setup of toys, her and her husband, as always. And I even picked up one little extra thing today for Jen that she could have, just a little popple, because they're cute and doesn't have to wait for Christmas on that. There's also a lot of people looking down in the bins below for all sorts of hard to find toys or comic books or anything. We also had all sorts of toys all around the whole place, including somebody selling a Terrordrome, one of the Transformer sets where it was Jetfire. Of course, that was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from last year, the one that started the whole Judge Deere thing, and even a USS Flag. Now, this table earlier in the day, too, had a box and the box for and a loose Defiant Shuttle Complex. Holy crap, that box is big. They even had a box for the flag. Again, huge box. So, oh my gosh. Oh, Fred would say he'd buy some Lego Pro. Okay, good to know, Fred. Good to know. Now, around here too, I came across something that I was talking to the guy selling it, and I go, oh my gosh, everybody I worked at FAO Schwartz with, we sold these. These were like brand new to us. I even picked up to see if there was an FAO Schwartz tag on it, but it wasn't. This was a 12-inch Grand Moff Tarkin and Imperial Gunner set that was exclusive to FAO Schwartz. How did you know? You open up the flap, and there it is. The old Rocking Horse logo, FAO Schwartz 5th Avenue logo right there. And you could only buy these there at FAO Schwartz. They also had a Royal Guard double pack set with another figure. They even had the Slave Leia and R2-D2 from Jabba's Palace 12-inch scale. Yep. So yeah, there you go. And Fred, stop giving out Perka47 bad ideas. Oh my gosh. So I had a great time seeing some FAO Schwartz toys there too. It was just cool. Now, granted, they were not some of the best 12-inch figures, but darn it, not too shabby. Also got to see the guys from Cobra Shadow Joe's there. They're the ones about 2 or 3 months ago I actually won one of their contests, and I got a Neo Viper from the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra line. These guys are very cool. They were just there walking around and representing their own site today, so we said hi. We hung out a little bit. Great guys. Check them out at Cobra Shadow Joe's on Twitter. Fun guys to follow, and you know what? We may have them on the show at some point. You never know. Anyway, and of course, we had Mike C on site. Yeah, Mike C is this great, knowledgeable Cobra guy. I mean, G.I. Joe guy. I mean, he's a dink like the rest of us. Yeah, no, it's not Mike C. No, our best buddy Mike C was out doing his own thing today. He didn't get a chance to come out to NJCC. This guy here is wearing a mask. That's right. That's Darth Diaz, the White Knight of Dinks, the King Dink, as you were. Yes, he was there and he had fun. Matter of fact, he is at Darth Devious on Twitter and Darth Devious Reviews on Facebook. His birthday's in a few days on Thursday. Make sure to wish him happy birthday and tell him the Breaux Show sent you. Why don't you do that? He actually found one of his Holy Grail toys today, too. One of the ones he hasn't seen in a while. Ghost Masterpiece Starscream. When he showed it to me, it was just awesome. So great find, sir. Great find. And sadly, Aunt Perka 47 is in love with his guy's daughter, Kara, who found her own My Little Pony today. Actually, she got two. This one had sleepy eyes. It had the eyes that when you rock the horse back, the eyes would sleep. I had not seen one of those before from the original line. I just thought that was cool. And Miss Kara sporting a Hello Kitty shirt. Come on. How can you go wrong with that? You just can't. So, and of course, Grimm's Toy Show. If anybody who's ever been online has found Grimm's Toy Show, then you found craziness. If you haven't found craziness yet, go look for Grimm's Toy Show. This guy is a wrestling aficionado, a G.I. Joe toy aficionado, just great guy overall, and completely wacky. Definitely not for the family-friendly crowd at all times, but fun as heck. Even I enjoy him. Maybe I'll do a Breaux Show after dark sometime and have him on. But yes, this guy is great. So go check him out. And he is there with a big plastic rock, or as he calls him, nope, I can't say it simply because, yes, this is a family-friendly show for the Breaux Show. So a lot of fun was had at New Jersey Collectors Convention. It was a great time. You know what? They have their next one coming up in March, it was announced. And I highly suggest if you're in the local Cherry Hill, New Jersey area, go check it out sometime. It's just fun. Now, we are here. We are time for the official, unofficial drink of the Breaux Show, Deer Park, where it tastes like real deer. I didn't play it earlier, so let me play our disclaimer right now.
Nestle Waters North America Incorporated, Deer Park, and any affiliates are not a sponsor, official or unofficial, of the Breaux Show. In fact, we're pretty sure they couldn't care less about the Breaux Show or Michael Breaux. No deer were harmed in the making of this disclaimer.
That's right. No deer were harmed. And I'm going to have a little bit of deer right now. That's tasty. It's okay, Judge Deer. It's just the water. It's flavored like deer, but it's not made from real deer. And because we're getting ready to go to one of our favorite segments, Spin Master Snakes, go ahead and play that fat beat down for the intro music.
This week in Geek-tastic history.
He's a little slow, folks, but yes, that's right. It is time for This Week in Geek-tastic History, where we get you some knowledge dropped on your brain so you know a little bit to talk about for the rest of the week. We got 3 little factoids that we're going to share out with you here, so let's get this started. First up, on November 15th, 1867, the first stock exchange ticker debuts, using telegraph technology at the time to print out stock quotes as they came in. The stock ticker, given this name simply for the sound that it makes, was invented by Edward Callahan. However, a couple years later, another inventor, some guy named Thomas Edison, would patent and improve the design and make his initial fortunes off the sale of this money tracking device. Interesting note, Thomas Edison took this idea, improved it. When he made money off of making sales from it, it's the money he used to open up his own labs to make the phonograph and light bulbs. Who knew something that would tell you about the money you're making would be sold to make money, and then in turn make it possible for us to have recorded music and also light by which to read the music in some form or fashion. Interesting. Now, on November 11th, 1978, that's right, a stuntman jumped a car over a police squad while filming scenes for a new show soon to premiere. That car was the General Lee. Hold on, I got a sound effect for that. Spin Master Snakes, play that sound. That's right. And let's see here. This car, one of hundreds eventually bought by the production crew for every show, the Dukes of Hazzard, was the only one of these cars to make the jump and survive and be seen in every single show as part of the opening credits in this actual jump stunt. How cool is that? I mean, they were just some good old boys, weren't they?
They wouldn't change if they could. Fighting the system like a true modern-day Robin Hood.
Yeehaw! Yeah, that's right. I had to play a little bit of the Duke Boys. So, and on November 10th, 1969, we all found our way to the world's most famous street with the premiere of Sesame Street. Hold on, I gotta play it underneath while I talk about it here because it's just too cool. Hold on, here we go. Created by Joan Gans Cooney, whom she hired a young, aspiring puppeteer, or now called the founding Muppeteer, Jim Henson, Sesame Street brought its educational programming to children all over the country, and soon the world. Who didn't grow up with that song, and with these characters, and learn what the Grouch means a little gruff, but not all that bad sometimes. Hey, everything's A-okay. How to get to Sesame Street? How to get to Sesame Street? Oh yeah, that just takes you back. And you know, I gotta say, one little childhood memory. I remember vividly Mr. Hooper. I remember watching and thinking this guy was cool. He had his own store and everything. And I remember the exact moment. Now, honestly, I don't remember if I was live even when he first passed away and I just saw a re-airing of the episode, but it was such a powerful episode for kids to see. Even Big Bird just being sad and that it was okay to be sad when Mr. Hooper passed away. So this show really, for its time and still today, is one of the shows that I think is iconic, needs to be seen by children. Maybe not every day, but definitely needs to be seen, I don't know, up until at least 3 or 4 years old, maybe a couple times a week, because you don't want to sit your children in front of a TV 5 hours a day. I totally get that. But really, this is one of the cool shows. So it taught quite a bit. So needless to say, it was good. It was good. And when I saw that coming up in Geektastic this week, I was like, yep. And that's its, let's see now, 1969. 45 years? Is that right? Let's see here. Yeah, 45 years old. Sesame Street is old. Wow. That's just crazy. All right, moving on. So let's talk about our featured site of the week here. And that's right, we're going to be talking about my friend Kevin Jones' site, Action Figure Adventures, right on Facebook.com, Action Figure Adventures. Check them out. Yeah, as I do each week, we are going to make a mention of 1 or 2 sites each week on our Facebook page, which I'll do, and to mention them once more on the show here, like I am now. So this week, we're checking out Action Figure Adventures. And this is run by our close friend, Kevin Jones. The Breaux Show, Kevin Jones, you know what? I can't even talk. I'm trying to read what I wrote, and because I really like what this guy does. He's a really cool guy. I love him to death, and I'm messing it up here. It's probably because I'm looking at Baby Skeletor, most likely, because, yeah. Hold on. We have some action going on Twitter here and on Facebook, and because I'm running the show on the internet, it's taking up all my bandwidth. I'll get to you guys in a moment, I promise. But anyway, he's always just putting up fun pictures of toys, just randomly, because why not? Just because, hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Let me make sure I get the right name here. There we go. So yes, and it's just cool. He has a little Baby Skeletor that shows up in his picture sometimes. He also has a lot of great old stop motion videos. Matter of fact, one of the commercials shot for RetroCon this year was his. He put together this great stop motion of all these different toys going to RetroCon, and he even had Lion-O on there. And cool story, true story, he got his Lion-O voiced by Larry Kinney. I'm sorry, the boy got Larry Kinney to voice his Lion-O on his online video promoting RetroCon. The dude's got some chops. Yeah, and he's also got Baby Skeletor who's got chops too. So check him out. Go check out Action Figure Adventures, Facebook.com/Action Figure Adventures. I'll post our link on our site too, just because, yep, well, they're good stuff. So yeah. All right. Now, remember, we are taking our donations for the Just Bro It 2014 campaign for Toys for Tots. You guys can donate money to me, and I will spend it on toys for Toys for Tots, posting pictures and doing it in about 3 weeks or so. The deadline is November 29th, 2014. However, If you don't want to give me your money, I am asking you to go to Toys R Us or go somewhere, buy some toys, take them to the local Toys for Tots drop off. And you know what? If you can, send me a picture or tell me a story. Post it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Breaux Show, or on Twitter @The Breaux Show with hashtag JustBroIt. Tell me your story, because as you know, I like hashtag JustBroIt stories. Yes, I want to hear your stories about how you're helping out the kids with your Toys for Tots drive and dropping them off. Or if you're just too busy, if the holidays are crazy, and we all know work is crazy right now for everybody, I will do it for you. I will do the shopping for you. I will go and take the money and have fun and do all the shopping and drop it off. And I will make a big thank you note for everybody who donates. I'll make it a big video that everybody knows who donated and just say, go for it. You can do it anonymously too. You don't have to put your name into it. It's okay. You just let me know one way or another, but I want everybody to know who was a part of this because it's important to me. Every child should have that big smile, like that big dorky kid named Michael Breaux in the picture on the screen right now as Christmas Day comes around, or as Hanukkah comes around for 8 days, or as Kwanzaa comes around, or whatever holiday you celebrate this time of year. I want every child to smile. That's just the way it should be. That's why I worked in toys for nearly 10 years. Still would if I could. Sadly, O'Doodles is close. I can't work there this year. Moving on. Now, yes, I want you to share your hashtag JustBroIt stories with me as well, because you know what? I need to hear good stories this time of year. I want to know that people are doing just fun, good deeds. That's all. Smile at somebody who looks like they're having a bad day. Open a door for someone just because. Heck, even buy that guy a cup of coffee right behind you if you're standing in line. Unless it's Starbucks. Starbucks might cost you an arm and a leg to get that coffee. But who knows? Maybe you're at a local cafe and it's 25 cents a cup still. Who knows? I don't even drink coffee, and I'll buy that guy some coffee. Or that girl. Or that college student. They just might need to pick me up. Okay. One more thing to talk about tonight. It was revealed for Star Wars Episode 7, the title, The Force Awakens. And yes, the memes have started coming in. I even got in on the fun and created this one here with Dark Helmet saying, and I quote, "That's the stupidest title I've ever heard." Yes. And is it the stupidest title? Maybe. I thought the Force was awoken already by Luke Skywalker by the end of Episode 6. You know, he's walking around all kind of bad butt and everything with his green lightsaber, his black suit. And he's kind of the good mix of good and evil and the dark side and the light side and all this. He didn't mention anything about midichlorians or anything. So what is the Force awakening exactly? Are we awakening the franchise again? Are we going to be selling coffee cup mugs that say the Force awakens you in the morning, good to the last drop, or good to the last lightsaber slash? I don't know. So what do you think? Tell me your thoughts on hashtag JustBroIt or hashtag Bro Patrol, hashtag The Force Awakens. What do you think of this title? Because next week, I think I'm going to start talking about it. I'm going to just make some kind of crazy, wild comment about Star Wars, The Force Awakens. I mean, yes, we're about to go into PG-13 territory, folks, and I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. So, kids, cover up your ears. Does Luke realize that when he wakes up every morning, the Force awakens in his pants? I'm just going to say it. Does he have his lightsaber to handle in the morning? I don't know. Okay, kids, you can unplug your ears now. Now, so, yes, I'm just going to, I don't know. It could be cool. Maybe he's awakening a whole new Jedi training facility. Maybe it's time to open up a school where he and his sister kiss in front of each other, of all the students, and say, this is okay, really. It's Star Wars. No, it's not okay, guys. Just don't do it. What's going to happen when we see Han Solo not running as fast? Or Chewbacca, hairy. Why is he hairy? Why didn't they shave him down finally? Would he look human if you shave down? Maybe that's what it is. The Force awakens and Chewbacca shaves his head. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. Anything is possible. What do you think? Let me know. And last but not least, please go to thebroshow.com. Make your donation today for Toys for Tots for our campaign where we can get the toys for you. Also, if you don't want to do it that way, let me know and donate on your own in the local area. I really just want to see kids smile. So this week, we didn't give away a toy. I'm asking you for helping me to give away toys to all little boys and girls, because that's what the holidays are about. Yes, I'm starting it way early. I know Thanksgiving's right around the corner, but gosh darn it, this is important. And please, let's help out. I'll talk about this next week too, and I'll let you know if we have any traction on getting donations yet. Please take the page and share it out as much as you can. Let people know that we're looking for people to make donations, whether it be through us or on their own. I want to see people making donations for Toys for Tots. I don't ask for much from anybody. This one is big for me, and it's big for the kids out there, so let's do it. Let's just go for it. Go bonkers with it. Let's go bro bonkers and do it. All right, folks. That's it for this week's show. Thank you for listening and coming on by. Judge Deere, what do you have to say for the show? Wow, that was a long conversation there. Intern Deer number 4, you got anything to say? Nah, nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Okay, so he's officially a dink now. And Alf didn't check in tonight. I'm amazed. Hey, Willie! Okay, he's here. Alf, how was your trip out there today? Well, I went out there to the NJCC. You were at NJCC? Yeah, you didn't see me because I was, at kneecap level. Okay, and what did you find? I found some cats in the alley. Of course you did. All right, on that note, folks, I am getting out of here. We are out of here. You guys have a great night. Thank you for stopping by. Remember, as always, #JustBro it. Do a good deed today. Make sure to share our holiday page so we can get some donations for Toys for Tots. And we're going to have a little bit of fun going out. So let's say goodbye to everybody. And Spin Master Snakes, take it away. Wow, that's a great fat beat. All right, folks, you guys have a great night. Rock on, and we'll see you next week. Same bro time, same bro channel. All right, folks, that's it. You hear the dog bark? The show is over. And I don't need to really do any laundry tonight. So, Spin Master Snakes, do it one more time. Drop that fat beat. Yeah. Go snake, go snake, go snake, go. Go snake, go snake, go snake, go. Oh, yeah. I wish you guys could hear this fat beat. I know you can. I'm going to crank it up. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Rock on. Where's the end button? I can't end the show. I'm going to be live all night long. Oh, wait. Hold on. The show is still going. I got one more thing to announce. In about a week and a half, if you're still listening, on a Monday, when I have a full day off to myself, I'm going to do a live video feed, 2 or 3 of them, while I produce a toy review, start to finish. And you will be able to watch every step along the way. I'll start off in the morning, take a break for breakfast, go through a little bit of lunch, take a break for lunch, and then finish off the editing and uploading so you guys can see the steps that I take. If you're staying for the show, you now know the other big announcement. Rock on, everybody. Have a good night.